Now, our guest for Tech Today is truly championing AI accessibility in Africa. And of course, his name is Tebogo Ditlhake. He's a pioneering entrepreneur and AI advocate committed to democratizing artificial intelligence across Africa. He is the founder of AIONAI, and he strives to make AI information accessible, relatable, and engaging for all, particularly undeserved communities in townships and rural areas. Tebogo Ditlhake, it is a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome to VOW Breakfast.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's such a pleasure. I'm excited. I'm excited because I mentioned earlier on, we were having a conversation regarding what's the one part of your job that you're just bad at, that you're not supposed to. And for me, it's the technical aspects. It's the tech, it's the AI, it's ensuring you stay up to date with that world. It's just hard for me.
Okay.
So I want to, talk about the fact that I'm sure there are a lot of people that feel the same way as me, which is why you've created something like AIONAI. Talk to us a little bit about what it is. Is it a platform? Is it a system? How does it work?
So it's still taking form, but right now we just want to take information, make it accessible, and resources, make it accessible to all, to everybody, but more especially the neglected communities, where we come from, our townships, rural areas, even people like you. So once you get the hang of it, you'll see you'll be using it each and every day. Yeah.
So, of course, now this is the question I always ask when it comes to AI. The likes of Terminator, these movies, these sci-fi things make people a little scared. And by people, I mean me.
Yeah.
Because I've just got this thing of, if the machine can think for itself, what's going to stop it from taking over us? And I'm sure a large part of your job is kind of quelling people's fears. So what do you have to say about people who are scared of AI?
I mean, they should be, to be honest. So
you see, this is what makes me scared. People who are experts say this.
we have to be real about it. Like, I just did a video on the South Africa's AI national plan by the government, which they released, I think, 2023. So it addresses all issues. So there are issues where anything that's invented can be used for good and bad. So there has to be regulations or means that if such happens, what it is you do. So it is possible. We can't lie, but there has to be means to think for that or have measures for that.
So when I say I am going on AIONAI, am I going on a app? Am I going on a platform? Is it a form of coding? Is it? I'm trying to. And can you explain it to me like I'm in grade 5? Because I think that's the part where there's so much jargon that I'm just like, what are we?
So right now, take it as a platform where if you want information, you can go there. So
like ChatGPT.
No, we talk about ChatGPT.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is talking about all of the resources you can use, whether it's in your work, whether it's for school. So we went to invent with Nosy the Microsoft AI tour. Where they touched on a lot of resources like your co-pilot. So I take that information, come back, make it relatable, make it digestible, so that, like you just said, how we would talk in a braai, that's how we should talk about it instead of being too technical about it. So I have my website, AIONAI.co.za, where you can go, you can see events, you can see new updates from what ChatGPT just released. You can now chat with ChatGPT on your WhatsApp if you have WhatsApp data and maybe you don't have data, but all of the updates, all of there's events. There's another event in Rwanda. Well, the financial assistance to go to the event just closed on Sunday, but you can still buy tickets. I think it's $150 to $350, but there's so much that we cover, everything AI. I'm hosting an event on Thursday, the 27th, where it's in Soweto with More Africa Itlhokomela project, and where we will be teaching young people how to apply for jobs. So interview tips, how to do your CV, your cover letters using AI, because a lot of the times you lose the opportunity to a job because of how your email is structured, how your CV is. There's new systems, your ATS, your applicant tracking system, that AI can assist. So everything that has to do with AI, we're not leaving anything unturned. We touch on everything.
AI on AI is also, you guys have got an initiative called Job Readiness with AI. So integrating AI into the likes of jobs and job readiness. How do you guys go about that?
So that's what I just touched on. Creating your CV, creating your cover letters, preparing you for interviews. So there's so many things you can do. For instance, with chat, you could have a chat with ChatGPT where they pretend to be the interviewer and you interact with them with voices, like ask you questions, you answer, and then they'll give you tips. Okay, this is where you did wrong, this is what you should prepare for. They can even do the research for you on the company and tailor your CV for the specific job description that you're applying for.
Wow.
So there's so many to cover.
Yeah.
And it's not just that. We want to do for SMMEs in our community. So it's not just the job readiness. We're going to branch into other fields, other departments where
Amazing.
we can apply AI.
Vitzies, this is your time to use ChatGPT, AI on AI rather, as a form of good, not for plagiarizing, but to actually help you get into the next step of your career. This is absolutely amazing. When have you ever heard of being able to practice to the T for your interview? You're not even guessing, I think that's absolutely amazing.
All the good that you're doing through AI on AI, part of that good is, of course, you are collaborating with so many local organizations to get your product out there and to really help out other people. And that's all over the African continent. Can you tell us a little bit about how these collaborations came about and how they help?
So the first one, because we're just starting, is with More Africa, who is already doing so much for the community, teaching ICT. So I went to him, proposed that this is what I'm doing, this is what I can do, and so we're actually piloting it on Thursday, and then depending on how it goes, we'll start branching into other, because he has like other franchises, I don't know the word, but other franchises. So we're gonna branch into rural area. I think he has something in Limpopo, something in Pimville. So because we just started, the plan is to collaborate as much as possible, and we are willing to work with anybody from the government, anybody that's private. We're open to suggestions and see how we can take this to our communities.
You are also the co-founder of something called Talent Pathways Africa, which is an initiative designed to bridge the gap between skilled individuals and real world opportunities. What was kind of your push to, be a part of something like this, and really what is it that you guys are doing?
So I did this course with ALX, right? The virtual assistance course. So what you basically do is you become a virtual assistant, could be to a CEO, to anybody. So that job took a rise during COVID because everybody was helping everybody from home, so you could do things virtually. And after we did the course, we realized that there was something missing within the course, right? Which is real life projects. And that's when we decided to link these skilled professionals, but at an entry level, so they don't have much experience, with the startups that might not have the resources to hire talent. And because of you'd say I have a certificate, but somebody who is a potential client is looking for experience. Have you done this? Have you done that? Who did you do that for? So we're taking those people under people with experience so that they can do these projects for those startups, and the startups gain something while the virtual assistants gain the experience.
Right, and so you mentioned about how AI on AI, you are starting out. This is the beginning of your journey. So what are some key milestones? What is the next key milestone that you want to hit?
Okay, so like I said, now we're just taking information and also trying to apply AI, but I don't want us to just be using already existing applications, but I want us to form our own platforms where we can create such and tell our own stories, where we don't, because of in this move of Africa becoming more and more digital, we have our identity that we need to keep. Because of for instance, I did a video where ChatGPT, you can now chat with ChatGPT in your home language, right? It's actually there. But once you start speaking with that voice, it's like gibberish. You should check out the video. So we need to have platforms like that take pride in who we are, how we speak, just like how you whenever you make a phone call to Vodacom, whenever it switches to the specific language, it's somebody from that tribe with that accent. It's not with chat. It's like somebody from Europe trying to speak.
It sounds
Swan.
a little bit like a bot, trying to just imitate these words.
It's gibberish. So the branch that you're gonna take, it's AI on AI Sensora, which is a mixture of words of senses and the aura. So we want to do comics, so we're going to build our own comics, do our own comic books. We're going to start with comic books. Hopefully we'll link with Comic-Con in the future, where we don't see what's happening with your Black Panthers, but it's actually us telling the stories from our own narratives. After that, we want to do augmented and virtual reality. So that's what I'm currently studying now, data science at ALX and software engineering at IU, which is the International University of Applied Science in Germany.
Wow.
So we're trying to expand on that.
The possibilities are endless.
VOW 88.1.
Rude. The possibilities are very endless, and we're super, super proud of the work that you're doing. Shout out to you, Tebogo. What are some of your aspirations for the growth of AI on AI, and what can we look forward to regarding the influence on Africa's digital transformation?
Taking this information to the people, enjoying it, making it digestible. Person who invited me here, I'm not supposed to say the name, was actually mad that I'm not suited up because I usually dress informal. But like you guys said when we began, I want whenever we go to your sentence and attend these Microsoft AI tours, I want that in the hood where it's just normal conversations about it, right? Yeah, where it's like, hey dog, do you know that you can do 1 2 3 with 1 2 3? Hey, how? You know, it must be fun. So I was in Sosha at Thevenen's place, that's my brother, and we were comparing ChatGPT, Gemini, and Meta. And so we took a picture, it was just ingredients, right? And we asked all of these platforms to tell us what's in the picture to see if they can read pictures, but also mix a drink. So it was alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and then there were people who were judging it. So yeah, it's not just going to be formal things where the government is like, hey, these are the plans, rules, regulations, but we're also going to do something fun around it where young people can relate to it.
That is absolutely amazing. Tebogo, thank you so much for coming through to join us. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you. And I think you've calmed me down. I think you've definitely calmed Kirsten down, just regarding her fears when it comes to the world of robotics, but just AI in general. His name is Tebogo Ditlhake. And before you go, we have gotten a message here on our social media of someone saying, good morning, fam. I want to send a shout out to Tebogo for the great initiative and the great campaign. His passion on AI is truly bringing great change, Kokasi, and great potential to reduce unemployment. And that's from Madenzo.
Thank you.
Madenzo, thank you so much.
And
we definitely agree. Shout out to you, and all the best when it comes to AI on AI. Please give us that website once again so people can go and check it out.
So the website is AIONAI, which is AIONAI.co.za. Right, that stands for Artificial Intelligence on African Islands. If you go to the website, you'll see there's a on the menu, lend a hand. So any help will be appreciated, whether it be your resources, things we can record with, laptops, whatever it is, paid ChatGPTs, paid editing softwares, your CapCuts, your Adobes, it will be really, really appreciated.
Beautiful. Tebogo Ditlhake, championing AI accessibility in Africa.